Hello, everybody. My name is Gary Nelson, and this is Eric Calhoun. We are here talking about our group that we put together. There's a lot of people that's getting involved as they understand what we're doing. Our main thing is being healthy, wealthy, and wise. And we all have been challenged with all three areas. So now, as it's being understood, we created a GNI member where a person can become a member of our group. Okay. Now, the group was made from GNI Installations. GNI Installations is a company that installs, we started out with just doing cabinet work. We installed for Sears, we installed for Lowe's, Canet cabinets, brewer cabinets, all different companies, and some of them I didn't even mention. And so now we're into water purification systems. We have our own dealership, and we are a member of the Better Business Bureau. So we want to make sure that we're able to help people in what we're talking about. One of the mainstream things right now that we're building up is the stock option program. Now, the stock option program will teach you how to create funds in your own business, in your household. And our drive today is to get as many people with an account. It's just like a bank account. We need thousands of people to catch on and have an account. At least one person in that family to have an Option Express account. That's what we teach out of. You can get different accounts, with different brokers, but we're doing this particular one because we know how it operates. Okay, we're not promoting it. That's just the platform that we use. All right, so now when a person in your family can now go to the stock market and dial up the type of money that they need for their household or vacations uh, or work on their vehicles, run their business, because we have in-season businesses and we have seasonal businesses, to wrap it up, and they don't always go through the others bad seasons coming out smelling like roses, because everything they took to get in while it was in season, it took them to get through the bad times, and that's not living, that's just surviving. So we put a GNI group together so everybody can be healthy, wealthy, and wise. So we have Eric here, and he really understands what we're doing. He's also has an account where he can trade out of, and we're gonna let we're gonna let Eric tell us a little bit about why he was uh, wanting to see what more we had to offer as far as anybody on the world. We are a worldwide program, and we're just getting the point where people can get involved and get the monies that they need. All right, Eric, what had intrigued you about just looking into what we were doing to make sure that we was up and up? What brought your attention to what
Well,
we're doing?
frankly, Gary, first of all, I got to meet you and we were talking about water and water filtration systems, which I've always been a proponent of. I feel that clean, healthy water is the key to life. It's one of the main keys to life. And we started talking about the trading and the options in the stock market. I am a student for life and I love to learn. But I had an experience several years ago where I was a trainer with the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney merger.
Okay.
And doing that, I went over the country training and I found out how little most people know about stock and stock
Well,
options.
I didn't know that you were that deep in it.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that explains some of why you're doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I learned, well, of course, we were trained on that system. And the thing is that that's why there are so many. And I think that this they had about 1,700 FAs, financial advisors, that were handling over $1.4 trillion. I mean, almost
Okay.
more zeros than you can count.
Mm-hmm.
And so by going through it, I found out how much I didn't know. I knew I didn't know anything hardly, but I found out how much I didn't know. And so what I did is I listened to you, and I wanted to learn, but then I got intrigued because I found out that your strategies were different than any I had heard of or known. Now, you have a whole bunch of FAs. Like I said, this company had over 1,700 of them. And FAs have their own little niches.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have their own little specialties or big specialties.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them make a lot of money on certain things. Some of them do stocks. Some of them do bonds. They do different things, and uh, they have different strategies. If there was one strategy that worked for everybody, then you wouldn't need an FA. You
Right.
wouldn't even need anything
Excuse me.
because everybody would make money.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you have to deal with IPOs, you have to deal with other things like that. So during that process, I found out that I didn't know much about it. And I found out that there are not a lot of people that really know enough about it. It's like, okay, well, get this stock, get that stock. But to really understand the intricacies of how that thing works is masterful. And even at that, you can make mistakes. So I started listening to you. And when there was a class, when you opened up a class to start taking, your version of the stock options and using your strategies. I said, well, let me see how this works. I mean, I've dealt with some stocks and some bonds a little bit. I did some things in the .com and came out decent. You know, I didn't lose everything like some people did, and I was very happy about that. But uh, uh, your niche and your take was different, so I certainly wanted to learn it. And that's what got me involved in. I said, well, let me see what he's talking about. Let me see how that works. Let me see the strategies in it. Let me see uh, where we're going and, what indexes we're going to deal with and how you deal with the indexes. Because a lot of times, uh, financial advisors will financially advise. People think they just advise on stocks,
Mm-hmm.
but they advise on other things. Sometimes you can do the actual stock. Sometimes you can do the company that produces it. Sometimes you can do things completely out of the stock market,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a financial advisor, not just a stock advisor.
Right.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
and so I did understand. Maybe I should have told you I understood.
Well,
You a little
I'm
crazy
learning right
boy. Yeah.
now.
And so I that's what piqued my interest in it because there's always something to learn, and I'm a student, and I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Well, I felt like I needed to share with as many people as I could because it is complex, and it takes someone like you that can actually, take this thing and dissect it to make anything or even get involved. When I first learned about stocks, I think I was 16 or 17 years old at a what is it, summer job, and I saw some of the people that would come to our, when they had to come and sit with the group, they had people with different skills. So when they came up, I saw one guy. He was reading the newspaper. I said, "Sir," I said, what are you doing?" Because we felt like, we was just absorbing knowledge at that
Mm-hmm.
time. So he said, I'm looking at the stock market. Well, I said, the stock market. Wow, how do you do the stock market? So when he showed me, he said, well, what you got to do, you got to get with a broker, and you get to, you put money in, they take care of it and all this. And I said, okay, I'm only like 16 years old. It was straight over my head, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I was still intrigued, and then we had some people that came up and taught me uh, how to actually get involved with stocks. And I think I was probably I was in my early 30s, I think. Yeah, somewhere around the early 30s, I got started with it, and but I still didn't know enough. I always had the roadblocks of trying to decipher how this works, how that, things I need to be concentrating on and things it just didn't matter.
Mm.
All that was in my way. So I started working with it, and then I started saying, oh, wow, this is easy. Oh, that was easy. Wait a minute. So the whole revelation of the stock market opened up to me, and it sent me to options.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would I want to go and save up $10,000 to try to go buy some stock, and then I'm at its mercy if it's going to go down. Basically, I'm gonna get afraid. I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna come out with $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I just been ran over by a bus, basically. So I said there got to be a better way. So that's why I went into the options. We can get into stocks that's up to $200-300 a share, and come and control that instead of buying it for less than some of them are less than $1. It was $1 per share control.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about control more than owning. I don't love any stock. It just need to be moving. I can make money up or down. I mean, why wouldn't I get involved with that? I could take $500 and at, sometime in between when I bought it and the end of the day, I can pull out $300. I mean, that is what the households need today. They
Mm-hmm.
need ready money, and without being taxed and all that stuff. You pay your taxes at the end because they give you a 1099. You're your own home-based business, if you want to put it like that, and so now you don't have to worry about who's hiring and firing
Mm-hmm.
because you are your own business, and no, you don't have to get permission for nobody to tell you, oh, you can trade today, or no, you can't trade today. You don't have none of that noise. You could do it at the comfort of your own home. Get a stock option account. I mean, a stock. Get you an account that you can trade in. It's just as easy as going to get a bank account. And in this case, instead of you taking your money to the bank and they giving you 0.03, 0.05 or whatever, annually, you can make 100% a day if you need to. It depends on the strategies that you use. You can make nothing that day, but you still have your principal. You're not giving it away. So we give you all the buy and sell and points, and we teach you also how to go ahead
Mm-hmm.
compound.
Okay.
So we trade like the big boys. So we just wanted to give you a little insight on what we're doing, and we just launched our profit share. Now we're not doing, and this gives everybody a membership that they can get in touch with us and deal and get an account with GNI. Our GNI members are now allowed to create a situation where they can get paid by helping us, and we can launch other programs on top of that. Just like you're talking about the water purification system. Once we have enough money that we generate on our own, now if someone needs a water purification system anywhere in the United States, we can drop ship it. And we can say, hey, look, just give us $25 a month. There's no down payments, no nothing, no credit check, making sure that you're healthy, being able to reduce the chlorine and the chloramines and arsenic and all these other things that's actually causing problems in our system. So what we want you to do, go ahead and sign up, get you a free account, go in, look at the little videos that we have in the back, and be a part of us. And do you have anything else to say on that, Mr. Calhoun?
No, I don't. There's so many things that GNI is involved in that I didn't know. But I'm very happy to see that it's involving all aspects of your health, your wealth, and your family. And I am just excited about the opportunity.
Well, we thank you for your time, and we are very excited you're on board with us. And we get more and more people involved that really wants to help somebody. That's what we're all about, being healthy, wealthy, and wise. You heard it from Gary and Eric Calhoun. Come join us.
Thank you.